Hey guys, this is the 3.10 blender. I'm very happy to find a couple of things I wanted to share with you just really quickly. So I'm used to working with my add-on that I've been back and forth with. The API changes really broke everything going on because a lot of design changes were made. And I've been struggling because I can't really work with the old add-ons that I had. I guess I got really happy with the way they worked and didn't really expect much would change. And I know I could go back to the old program, but I don't like to do that. I like to keep on growing just like everybody else. Something I noticed, okay, so here is the 2D editor, which is now able to handle much larger images, which I'll have to test that later. So this if we go to standard, we then get the colors. We need to watch out for Filmic. If you look at it, gives a different color response for where we're working. So this is fine. If you're the color management doesn't affect the 2D image editor, so it shouldn't be actually engaged when you're painting in the 3D view. Now it's great when you do the stuff with your renders. That's different. So I was looking at, I'd actually saved my eraser as my default brush, and I got used to having my pop-ups, which I don't have that now. But this really cool thing, press the space bar. Here you can change tools. You can actually change to which one you want to do inside the tool, which is fine. So now you see that's a change. All this stuff up on top is great, but look at what you have to do to make use of it. I mean, it's a nice idea if you were working in, say, like full screen. Then everything's up there. But then again, I paint here and I'm working here, and I really don't like the idea of being stuck traveling up to the top all the time. Same reason I don't like to travel over here to the side. I don't like to, I mean, I travel to the right mostly because I'm a right-handed person, but there's still a lot of work. I like to work in close right here to paint right in on something, and that's why it's better to be able to bring up everything you want here, so you can change all your modes there. So I used to have, with Easy Paint, you had a toggle for different modes. Here you can just bring up with one key on the space bar and choose whatever mode you want. You can also bring up which texture you're using for your mask or your regular brush texture. You can change your stroke options, change your spacing, jitter, everything. You can adjust the curve. This is really cool because now in the space you can change the way your mapping for your brush is. And it's up to you. You can also turn on your symmetry right here. So instead of having to have a separate button close by, you don't have to travel all the way up here to change it up here. Wherever you're working in the screen, like you're painting over here and you're concentrating over here, you've got it. Just perfect. Now, there's a lot of things that you can do in the 2D editor. Oops. That are different than what you can do here. So one of the things I like to remind people is that when you're using the fill brush, you have the ability to get set for mix and strength, but you don't have an when they say advanced, it just says effect alpha. But let's look at what happens over here. We have this advanced tab for this, and it's a fill threshold. So we can run it low and tap in, and it works only on the amount that we've told it to work on. And so, I mean, you can do some really cool stuff, but you can also do some crazy stuff. It's still what you call it? I should have turned on aliasing. So let's turn on the aliasing. There's only so much going to happen. It's a low res image. But it's still an interesting thing that if you do the same tool here in the 3D view, that's it. That's all you get. You just either fill the whole thing or not. So it's something to be aware of. Anyway, I was really happy too to find that in the 2D editor, you get the same controls. You get the same brush option pop-up, and you're good. And then what happens if we're in another mode? Well, if I'm in vertex paint, yep, same thing. Weight, same thing. Sculpt, yes. So even with sculpt, you're able to do all these things all from one pop-up. And it's like a secret little add-on that was thrown in that I can't really find the code in the interface for changing anything or adding anything to it yet, but it's got a lot of promise for actually keeping a lot of things going. So I just wanted to share it. I wanted to point it out because maybe people are not aware that it's all there. And go out there and paint. Have a good one now.